play survival.
You play with Castanat?
Uh, hey, he played with me.
That's a crazy thing to say. What is up, everybody? This is going to be the first official, unofficial podcast. I haven't had it coded or anything like that. Today, I am joined by Joe Cole, aka Joe Cole. Go ahead, Joe. Hello. Say hello.
Hey, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy J. Cole, or Joe Cole. Uh, Excited to be here, man.
The ladies know him as J. Cole, but spoilers,
But,
he is not black, guys.
all
Okay.
right.
I don't want to do the heavy punches, but so don't get any ideas. It's not actually J. Cole, guys. I would say, and just some side note really quick, I'm going to pop this up because I'm a hype beast.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Nike Halloweens. The Jason Voorhees.
Yep, we talked about these. Yeah, like I said, not a big Air Force One guy.
Joe, this is my podcast. I'm going to talk. I'm going to pull for these. Okay? What Joe's saying. What we're going to do here is I'm going to go for these. I'm also going to go for the black Air Force One lows. They're coming out for $150. I already have seen on StockX that they're going to be flipping for $300. So basically, if you don't get these launch, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna put a little paint splatter onto these. I have a red car, and if I do get these, I'm just gonna put the car paint on them, and it's gonna look fucking nasty, boys. It's gonna look fucking nasty. That's Halloween fit, dude. That was a short segment. Usually, how I do these podcasts is I do a little hype beast. I go into a little bit of like current event kind of thing, and then we do our main topic. But since this is a little bit unorthodox and a new pace, and I have Joe here. Joe has his top 10 games. What we're going to do is do the top 10 games of 2024, and we're going to do maybe top 10 games of all time. I have my top 35 of last year, and I'm going to do a couple alterations with that. Go ahead and take a brief scan. Do any of them jump out at you, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, NFL Street 2. Dude, I haven't played that game since I had a PSP, which was, I don't even know how long ago.
I think that came out in
But
2005, Joe, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 2005 banger, maybe 2004.
yeah, I
Weren't you
definitely.
born in 2001?
No, I was born in 2002.
Sick. You were literally 3 years old. You're sick.
Yeah, I was 3 years old when it came out.
I want you to know.
Later on.
I want you to know that I've been shitting on people for longer than you've been alive in that game. Okay. I've been shitting on people. That is the best sports game, and that's why I don't play EA games anymore. Is because that's when it was the best. There's nothing gonna be better than that. Because they stopped doing original stuff. They just started doing, oh, we can just use the same stuff for 10 years before people catch on, and then we'll just apologize and keep doing it. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. Oh, we'll put ball hawk in. We'll put ball hawk, the mechanic.
Didn't you buy NCAA, though?
Yeah, I did. I got peer pressured, I'll be honest.
Yeah. And we had a good time on it, I'd say.
No, I did have fun until basically Pro Ball came out, and then it was dead. A couple other ones that I don't think I'm going to change necessarily. I think about this since I put this list out, okay?
Yeah.
If BioShock's my favorite game of all time. And I gotta say, still, it is. I love the story. I love the lore. I love the character design. But you know what, Joe? We've already talked about my top 35. We're going to go ahead and put your top 10 of all time, and then we'll compare my two lists.
Okay.
Okay, Joe. We're gonna start from bottom to top. Ask the front,
Okay.
Joe.
So from 10 to 1. Now, would we like to talk about the reasoning behind them?
Joe,
Which
I
one
only
you
want to hear
think?
the reasoning of maybe your top 5, but probably top 3.
Okay. Okay.
Or I'll
Well,
stop you and I'll ask for an elaboration. How about that? That'd
yeah.
be fair. Okay, go ahead.
So if we're starting hitting here at the, I mean,
Oh, he's
I'm
getting cold feet
I'm
now.
gonna I'm gonna give you a little
Are we doing honorable
extra.
mention?
Okay. I'm gonna give you some honorable mentions,
Okay. Okay.
or as I call it, just off the list. Okay.
Off on mentions is what you call them, on men's.
Yeah. Yeah. Just off the list. Yeah. But
We're waiting with bated breath, Joe.
all right. First one off the list, Super Smash Bros.
Which
It
one?
was one that was on the Wii.
You're sick. The
What do you mean?
Brawl?
That's the
Super
only one
Smash
I've
Bros.
ever played.
Brawl? Okay, no. Okay. Okay. You're good, Joe. You're good because I'm
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
guys, he's 22, guys, okay? So before everybody in the comment section, just be nice. I want clean. I want clean, non-violent. Okay? Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. You're in a safe space. You're in a safe
Uh,
space, Joe.
the second one just off the list.
Real quick,
Skate
Joe, do you see
3.
my camera now?
Your camera, no.
On OBS?
No.
You
All
just
I
so
see is the white
you
squares.
literally just see what my OBS is capturing. Okay, that's cool. That's still fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So, the other one that was just off the list is Skate 3. So,
8-3.
yeah, Skate 3.
Oh,
I played it
Skate
on the
3.
Xbox. Yeah, I played it on the Xbox 360.
That's pretty decent. Decent.
Yeah, that game, I don't know how many hours I spent because I didn't have internet until I was in high school.
Okay, options.
So,
Oh, and then now I can sort it. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Just keep routing them off then, and we'll do it. We'll do it.
All right. Next was Spider-Man PS4, the one that originally came out. I spent an entire summer just playing through that game, bunch of different ways. What's going on? Just search Spider-Man, see if that comes up.
Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. You're right. Okay, it's too
there we go.
specific. You're still. He didn't even say Spider-Man 2, guys. We're cool. Spider-Man, that is very close to Spider-Man 2, but Spider-Man 2 is clearly the best Spider-Man. Keep going, Joe. You're good. That's honorable mention. They're honorable mention.
Yeah. All right, and then last two honorable mentions, I'm gonna just rattle them off quick. Was Mario Kart on the Wii with the little steering wheel, and then
Dude, this kid loves Wii. Dude, this
dude,
kid loves
it
Wii.
was my first like real console.
You're literally like my little cousin, bro. This is insane.
I mean, we're probably about the same age.
No, you're younger than my little cousin. My little cousin's 6 years younger than me.
Well,
You're...
and then the last one was Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, I played it so much.
You're so sick. You're so sick. Okay, Joe. Okay. What's the real ones, Joe? This is
All
ludicrous. This is
yeah.
a ludicrous list right
All
here.
right, hear me out.
I'm
All
ready
right.
for it. I'm ready
10.
for it. I'm perturbed. Okay, number 10, guys. Number 10.
The College Football Series.
You gotta pick one.
One of them?
Yeah.
College Football 2011.
Were you even alive?
I was. I believe that's the one with Tim Tebow on the cover.
College football. What did 20? It's called that, Joe?
I believe so.
EA Sports College Football 2025. NCAA. Maybe it's NCAA. Yeah.
So yeah, that was 10 right there.
Okay, Joe. Next.
All right. Are we sorted? Are we sorted?
Oh, fuck. I threw it away. Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah. We're ready, Joe.
Okay. 9. Overwatch.
You're a fucking liar. You don't even like
What do you mean?
Overwatch.
Dude,
You don't
I
even.
used to love
You
Overwatch. This is
don't.
my all-time. That's why it's not higher.
So why
I
don't you
used to
ever
play
want to play?
Overwatch so much.
Now, guys, I'm gonna get. This is my first pushback. I know you're gonna be like, "Oh, you've been pushing back." No, I haven't. Okay. No, I fucking haven't. This is. Why don't we play tonight, Joe?
Why don't we play tonight? Because I'm speaking in the past tense. I don't play NCAA Football 11 anymore. I mean, these are all past games. These are top
But
all
but
time.
these are also games that you could always sit down and play.
Yeah, and I could.
The
I
fuck does
could
that
sit
mean?
down and
Yeah, hypothetically, hypothetically, I could probably
yeah.
play a game of
and,
Overwatch
and
or
we
two,
and
but
we have. But since
you call that
Overwatch 2 came out
not
and I
a
had to
no? You played
do this
Overwatch
and
one.
that to play,
Yeah,
I had to do this, that, get 50 wins to play competitive, and
you only got to
just
46.
yeah. I don't even know if I think I'm at like 48 now. But anyway, just know I used to go hard at Overwatch. All right, on the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah. Okay. Number 8.
Number 8 will be New World, PC game. Oh man, it's the second one on the left from the bottom. Yeah. Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah. Just
That's
beautiful
not.
game.
Is that? It's not the base game, is it?
It's not the base game, but that's the
We want the base
picture for
game.
it now. I mean, that's
Oh,
the picture for it now. It's just
Oh,
an
it's like a
update.
season.
Yeah. Well,
It's like
not
a season
necessarily a
update.
season, but like what do you call it? Um, expansion or whatever
Oh,
within
okay.
the game.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just new content.
It's like Diablo a little bit.
It was I mean, it's the best MMORPG I've ever played. I mean, graphics were insane, fights,
Joe,
missions.
you're going into detail. Joe,
Well,
Joe,
I'm
what's
just giving a
number?
little information,
What's number 7? Okay.
dude. All right, number 7 is CS:GO.
This guy loves PCs.
I am big PC guy.
CSGP. CS:GO. Not even CS:GO 2. That's crazy.
Nah. Right.
CS:GO
And then
into New World into Overwatch into NCAA. What a list. What a list. Keep going, Joe. I'm ready. I'm ready to take a bite.
six is Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Hold on a second, Joe. So they have this on twice. What the fuck is that? Black Ops 2, right? That's 2.
Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah. I mean, Black Ops 2 is literally the best Call of Duty. The fact you even have 3 on here is a disrespect
That's
to
an honorable mention.
Yeah, but
because
that's still disrespectful. They're in the same
I
road,
played it all
Joe.
the time.
They're in the same road, Joe. That's disrespectful as fuck.
It's,
One's a great game.
But three's not even.
One's
on
a
the
timeless
list.
game. One's washed up and needs to retire. And I'll
that's
let
why
you figure it out.
One is on the list and the other isn't.
Well, then both are on the list, Joe. You put them both on the
Well,
list.
it's an honorable mention. It's a game I can play. All right. Anyway.
Go ahead, Joe.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
I can't help but, Joe. I can't help but my ears. I hear a little tinnitus ring from that last flashbang. You put Call of Duty on twice, but go ahead.
Yeah. Tetris. Mm-hmm.
What one, Joe?
I mean, any of them. They're all the same to me.
Any of them, dude. And then the disrespect that every Tetris is the same. It's crazy.
I literally played it on arcade machines growing up. Those little
Dude,
like
there's Tetris 99. There's Tetris 2. There's Tetris 1. There's Tetris.
I played it on all of my consoles. I played it on my PC. Heck, I've played it at a bar. I'm sure you know the bar by the college campus. Yeah.
No, I don't know, Joe, because when I go to a bar, Joe, hold on a second, Joe. I'm just gonna make this really. Give me 1 second, Joe. I need to make this. Because Joe, when I go to a bar, Joe, I don't play fucking Tetris. I just want that. I'm not playing Tetris at the bar.
No.
And I love it.
All right. I mean, that's all. That's what this is about. Is the love.
Yeah. I mean,
Next one, Joe.
on my phone, literally anywhere.
Next one, Joe.
4. Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah.
More blocks.
It's a big game.
Is that what inspired Tetris
No.
for you?
No. Tetris came first. I've been playing Tetris since I was like.
But Minecraft is better than Tetris then,
4.
for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've been playing Tetris longer.
Yeah. That's because I haven't known Minecraft as long. Minecraft came out when it was on the 360. I've been playing Tetris since I was like.
So that would make Tetris better.
4 or 5. No. I mean, I would, if I'm comparing games, like, oh, what would I rather play? I'd play Minecraft.
But your reasoning for putting Overwatch up here was just because of the amount of time that you played, not because that you like it.
Because I enjoyed it before. That's why it's not higher, because I don't still enjoy it.
You still enjoy Minecraft?
I do.
I'm watching you so close, Joe. I'm watching you so close.
I go through phases like everyone else. Play modded Minecraft. I play
block.
I play regular Minecraft. I play solo.
You don't play survival. I know you don't play survival.
Yeah, I play survival.
You play with Castanat?
Hey, he played with me.
That's a crazy thing to say when I have a recording of it. That's nuts. Okay, Joe, what's the next one?
Yeah, I mean, the next one.
Played with me. That's crazy. That's crazy. He played with
number
me.
3 is Valorant.
On PlayStation?
No, God, no. PC.
All right, Joe, this is your top 3. Please explain why Valorant is in your top 3.
I mean, there's too many reasons. Valorant's the game that got me into professional gaming and watching people. I watched the live streams of it. I've watched so many people. Heck, I've missed out on taking notes in class because I was watching people stream Valorant. I have a bunch of skins inside of it. I play ranked constantly. I have a whole team.
What rank are you in Valorant, Joe? Hold on. And
no.
Before you expose it, hold on, Joe. What's the highest rank?
What's the highest rank and what's my current rank?
No, just what's the highest rank in Valorant? I don't play Valorant.
The highest rank is going to be Immortal.
Immortal. What's the second highest rank?
I believe, because I don't want to get. Oh no! So yeah, I did get them mixed up. So Radiant is top.
Not Iridescent.
No.
Isn't Iridescent like CS:GO?
I'm not sure.
Or is that Apex?
Competitive CS:GO.
Apex is Predator, which is weird to me, in my opinion, that you want to aim to be a Predator.
Hey,
that's
Chris
weird.
Hansen, man.
That's weird,
but yeah. So it's Radiant, Immortal, then there's Ascendant, Diamond, Plat, Gold, Silver, Bronze, and Iron.
Okay, what are you, Joe?
I am Gold.
If you could see me, Joe, I'm just shaking my head right now.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so, but the fact that I enjoy the game, it's one of the only reasons I still get on my PC. Not many other games I play on my PC at the moment.
Okay.
But
all right, Joe, what's number 2?
And money. Number 2 is gonna be GTA 5.
Now we're talking, Joe. Now we're talking. We're talking about good games. You literally haven't said one game I can agree with. I'm gonna be honest with you until now. Until Grand Theft Arson.
Hey.
All right, Joe, let's talk about it. You weren't even old enough to. You shouldn't even be old enough to play this until a couple years ago. You should only have played this about for 4 years. But let's explain why you think that this game is even age appropriate for it to be your second best game on this list. Let's talk about all of these. None of these are appropriate for your age.
So,
Besides,
whoa,
no Call of Duty and no GTA. Maybe Valorant. Is Valorant teen?
yeah.
But for like
I mean, there's shooting.
blood
There's
and
no blood
tobacco.
or any. Yeah, there's no blood or anything.
But violence is still teen, and then tobacco is teen. Is somebody smoking in it?
No.
Yeah, if there's any tobacco use, that's literally its own rating tier. Use of tobacco,
Yikes.
smoking in general. That's what made Overwatch teen was cigarettes and shooting.
I mean, fair enough. However,
Joe, so
rate it.
you like fucking hookers?
I didn't do that. So the reason I put GTA 5 up there is it's one of the few games that has withstood the test of time. It has
Okay.
gone through so many consoles.
Okay.
It is just, as long as it's been out, it's still one of the most watched, streamed games. And no matter what system I'm playing it on, I've enjoyed it every time. I've from the
Could you, Joe? Would you say you've come and come again?
I would say I came, I come, and I
Okay, calm.
will continue to return. So it's just
It's brought me to climax
racing,
a handful of times.
racing. There's so many different things you can do.
I'm spitting
And
everywhere.
I'm a businessman. You know, I run some businesses in there.
Oh
So,
yeah, I run
think about
they call me Big Pappy, and I run a mini pie emporium. But it's a mini pie emporium. And the secret is the crystal meth in the crust. The secret's the meth in the crust. Delicious. You can't put these pies down.
It's kind of like how they did.
Welcome to Big Pappy's Mini Pie Emporium. $2 for $1. And I'm telling you what, people, it'll have literally have your skin falling off. How good these pies are.
You sell crystal meth in your pies with 2 for $1?
Joe, I promise you, if you tell anybody about my secret pie recipe, I'll hunt you down like the dirty dog that you are.
You put it on the podcast, so.
Oh, shit! Yeah, you're right, Joe.
That's
But I've retired. Those days are far behind me now.
all right, Walter White. So
the blue crust pies. They're filled with. They have about 2 grams of marijuana and meth in the crust. Delicious with an edible filling.
Hey, what?
You can also use them as candles.
Can't. I mean, all right.
So if you were to give GTA a out of 10, if you were to give GTA a 10 rating, what would it be?
Out of 10, give it a 9.2.
9.2. What's your favorite thing to do in GTA, Joe?
I mean, honestly, try and get 5 stars.
What's your number one, Joe? What's your number one?
Yeah. So anyway, number 1 is Fortnite. I told you. I wanted your authentic reaction to this list. And I put serious thought, time, and effort into this. Can you say something?
What do you want me to say, Joe?
I don't know. Anything.
The fuck do you want me to say, Joe?
Would you like some?
I want you to say something. Yeah, I want you to talk. I have nothing to say, Joe. I have nothing to say. Look at this list right here. Look at this list.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I'm satisfied with it.
No.
I love it.
Okay, guys. This is gonna be you. Joe had his fun. We saw what Joe did. Okay. And now And now it's a little bit of a spoiler, okay? It's a little bit of a spoiler on the right side. This was last year's list. It was supposed to be just the top 10. And then maybe I was drinking a little bit. Maybe we're smoking a little bit. Maybe I've played a lot of video games in my lifetime and I have more of like a portfolio, a palette on my hands. I've been alive for a little bit longer. Played a little bit more games. You know what I'm saying? So I have a little bit more. Joe, what's the one thing you notice on my list? It was on your list a couple times. What do you notice on my list just in general?
There's no Call of Duty.
There's 35 games on here. Not a single one belongs to Call of Duty franchise. You know why? Because I'm looking at you, Activision, and I'm looking at you. What's the Infinity Ward? I don't even think that they're in the mix anymore. And I'm looking at you, Microsoft. Go yourselves, okay? And actually, Microsoft, because you own Blizzard too. Okay, so that's what we're looking at you. Overwatch, you had me when you were good at Overwatch. But what you're going to notice now, my friend. Nah, who am I capping? Overwatch will still be in the top 10. It'll still be in the top 10. So where are we going? You want to go my honorable mentions?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So of these, let's see here. What is my top 10 from last year? Starts at Fallout 3 and my honorable mentions. So my honorable mentions, I could probably say, yeah, we'll do Dead Space Remastered. Yup. We'll do. And these are these my all time?
Yeah, all time.
Oh, fuck, Joe. Nah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that.
You have
we'll
a
do
cheat sheet right next to you.
Yeah, we'll do Dead Cells. We will do. We're gonna do Binding of Isaac. Is it A two A's? We're gonna do. Actually, I think I'm gonna replace Enter the Gungeon, even though I loved it in my heart of hearts, with Binding of Isaac. I think that's gonna have to get overwritten. We'll do Sparking Clear. Wait, hold on. How many do I have in my honorable mentions? 3, 6, 9. Okay, 5. I'll do Sparking Zero.
Wow. Going with a new title.
Yeah, that'll probably knock out Budokai 3, honestly. Of all time. Just because, dude, Sparking Zero, do you see everything about that game? If I would have played this at 10 years old, it was
everything you wanted as a kid.
Yeah, literally, like if I were to play this at 10 years old, Joe, like 20 years ago, I promise you I would have never had a girlfriend. I would have never went outside. I would have been a straight A student, and I'd probably be coding. I'd be a super ultimate nerd. I would have been the perfect cell. I would have been what I was supposed to be. But instead I had to be a diet ghetto chic connoisseur of all things. But this game right here, yeah. Oh yeah. And what, one more?
Yeah, one more. All time. Honorable mention.
Hold on, I got my PlayStation booted up right here. Let's see. Pepper Multiverse in there, maybe? Played a lot of that.
For you, there's another game on there on your PlayStation. I'm surprised isn't it an honorable mention?
I think I'll put Multiverse.
Something we've played a lot of.
What?
I mean, if it's not coming to mind, I'm not gonna just.
Well, it's not. So
affect your list.
I need you to speak up, Joe, or don't. Okay.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. That's not a top of all time, Joe.
Well, I thought it was an honorable mention. You said
not
you loved
even.
it.
Not even. I mean, go ahead and look to the right. I mean, maybe honestly, but listen, if I can only do 5 honorable mentions, we're doing like the first row of honorable. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I could have to override, it would probably be in there in my top 35. But not. I mean, Yeah, I'd take a couple Kirby games out of my top 35 probably. Those are probably
That's
top
wild.
50 games. But
I mean,
the Dead Rising, yeah. Would I say Multiverses?
yeah.
Yeah, I played that a lot. That's fair. Yeah, I played that a lot. That's fair. I put some money in that. Okay, Joseph. Gonna be there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be said.
Yeah.
And not all of them are pretty. Okay,
Uh,
not, but they're things that need to be said. Okay, so I do this. I would do this.
I don't know if you've heard the saying that some things are better left unsaid.
I do this. I do this. That's all. This is literally how I've been playing. It was like this.
Yeah.
If it was my 2024 list, I would put Silent Hill up there. So
Mm-hmm.
Silent Hill is fucking crazy good. Um, but so what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait, no, 2,
Yep.
4, 6, 8, 10.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so number 10, Joe.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be the biggest shell shocker of the whole shebang. Okay, of the whole kit and caboodle.
We'll
Of the
see.
whole kit and caboodle. Elden Ring.
Mm.
Elden Ring got a knockdown, brother. After that DLC, after the patches, after the wait, after the nerfs. I did. Oh, here we'll do this. I did binge, right? I did binge, and I did play this game like crazy. Is this the complete edition, deluxe edition? That's cool, dude. That's some sick ass artwork, bro. I played that like crazy, but Joe,
Yeah.
compared to last year when I was in love with it, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait for the DLC to come out, and then how the DLC landed, Joe. I won't elaborate too much, but just know it going down in rank, it speaks all that it needs to speak. Okay.
It's time to
Look at that artwork, brother. Look at that artwork. Chef's kiss. This. I mean, I'm not even gonna explain that either, unless you want an explanation. Do you want an explanation
I
on
mean,
why this
there's
card
only
game?
one thing I know about Yu-Gi-Oh, which is, you know, I summon Pot of Greed.
I summon Pot of Greed. Yeah, but that's because that guy fucking. That's how Yugi. That's how Yugi
What it
played in that game, bro.
it's what it do,
In the
Yugi.
show. It is what it is, Yugi. Okay. Um. Honestly, of all time,
Yeah.
Silent Hill.
Wow.
I'm doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's the scariest game I've probably ever played.
Let me just ask a question real quick. Do you think it might be a little recency bias?
No, Joe, I'm 30. I know what to look for.
Okay.
It got a 9 out of 10. All the streamers are feeling the same way, and I've experienced it. I only have put 3 hours in this game, Joe. And as a reference point, I bought Dragon Ball Z and Silent Hill on the same day. What? How much time do you think I have in Dragon Ball Sparking?
Mm, about 60 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty good. 65 hours, Joe. I have 65 hours in Sparking Zero, okay? That's ranked. That's playing with you. That's the
Oh,
story. That's grinding. That's sweaty. That's a whole day of
well,
sweat. That's a whole day of just drinking coffee and playing ranked, Joe. Okay? That's a whole day of just that, right?
losing to me.
Joe, don't interrupt. 4 hours, Joe, in Silent Hill. 4 hours, Joe.
You have
It's
4 hours in Silent Hill and you put it above Sparking Zero?
yeah.
All
For
right.
sure.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Joe, because online multiplayer has cheese and scuzz, and it's a fun game to play. it's not a good game to play. Good games to play, I can play this by myself and in moderate, like it's a fine wine, Joe. Do you realize how good this ad has to be? Like I'm sipping on this. Like
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, like I literally like I can only play for an hour and I have to get off because it's literally I'm like I can't do anymore. Like I'm literally
Yeah.
like winded. Like I'm winded
Kudos.
mentally. Um and that in my opinion that's pretty good. Okay, then from there I will say above. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'd probably put Overwatch right there. Yeah,
I was
we'll put
about to say, I can't wait to see where this comes in.
Overwatch right there. Yeah. First one, because the first one's still the best one. Overwatch 2 can suck my nuts. Shout out Ramatra. We'll do, yeah, I mean, Street 2. I would still play Street 2, even though I haven't played it. Ooh, hold on, Joe. Hold on a second, Joe.
Oh, I'm holding.
Do you, and what I should have asked you, Joe, is any mulligans? That's what it really I should have asked you if you want to redo now, looking at your list, any mulligans, but we can.
No, I like my list. I spent time, effort, I put a lot of thought, went back, research, and I'm
No,
happy with my list.
if it was top 35 again, I'd put up Brutal Legend in there. I'd put up Mercenaries in there. Probably over the Kirby game and Mortal
And
Kombat.
just so people know listening, do do your listeners know your nickname?
The King of Games?
Yeah.
Of course.
So I mean our lists are obviously gonna differ in that regard. I
But look
grew
at
up
this
on sports
artwork.
games, no internet.
But look at this
I know,
artwork.
I used to love that game.
No, but I'm saying like compared to my old one with the big, this is what the case looked like. Look at
Oh,
this.
like that.
Bro, I'd have a poster of this in my fucking room of this. Dude, imagine like, bro, if I came to school with a binder of this on my, bro, fuck your class, dude. Bro,
Anger.
I'll ball on your class, Neat. Okay. I'm getting a little violent. That cerveza's getting to.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GTA 5. GTA 5, because I mean, we already talked about it in Joe's stream, but mini mini pies Emporium, Mr. Biggs, mini pies Emporium. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't Papa Biggs, it was Mr. Biggs with 2 G's.
I thought that's what you said.
Is it? I thought it was Papa
Uh,
Biggs, is what I said. Okay, and
Potentially.
so what I'm also gonna do is nah, yeah, it's still gonna be Dragon Ball Fighters. Where's it at? This is this collector's edition? Yeah, that's what I bought. That's what I bought. You get a sick ass Goku statue with it too. I'll show you right now, Joe. Oh wait, you can't see the camera, but
Send me a snap.
so funny story about that. I ordered it from GameStop when I was a bartender, and it was gonna be like my first big bartending check.
Purchase. Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be an adult and responsible, and I sent it. I returned it, and then they still sent it to me.
Oh.
And then on the receipt it said like $9,999, and I was like, I wonder if they're ever gonna charge me, and they never did. So
I wasn't. I think I remember you telling me about that.
it's like manga shaded as well. I have a Gohan that's shaded like that too, but Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that's shaded like that.
Shut the fuck up.
You never saw that?
No.
Oh, Joe, I got some cool shit, dude. Yeah, I guess if we're talking about it, I'll send you a picture. I'm not gonna take it out of the box, but I guess
They used how much money?
this is $200, so like technically flip price is six. Give me $600. I'll give it to you. And then here, Joe, I'll send you the picture. I mean, just imagine that Goku, but it's Son Gohan.
I mean, I'm sure it's awesome, but I wouldn't pay $600.
You
Whatever it
haven't
is.
seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet. He basically when you look at him, Joe, he looks 3D like the manga panel. I tried to get all the ones that look like this, but they stopped making them. They did a Gogeta last year.
Fuck, that is sick.
Can't even play those games. Okay, Joe. We're going into
Yeah.
number 3. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest, nothing's really changing with these except the order. So number 3 is gonna be Dark Souls 3. And it's
Okay.
poetic. It really is. It's just it's a poetic and I'll elaborate on why. And you're probably thinking, Joe, you're probably like, why is Elden Ring so low? And Dark Souls 3 is so high. And it's a
Dark
simple
Souls 3 was okay.
it's a simple question or simple answer really. No, Dark Souls 3 is like the best RPG game in my opinion. Like if you just want to like play however the fuck you want to play, it's
Well,
awesome.
some of us couldn't play.
No, that's Demon Souls.
Oh.
Yeah, Dark Souls. Bite your tongue, Joe. Okay, bite your tongue. Dark Souls 3 is godlike. Okay, um, the adventure, the replayability. I'm not even shitting you, Joe. I probably have 400 hours in Dark Souls 3. Uh, I love this game. This game from like 2000, like late 2000, what 16, 15, 16 to 2020. That's all I fucking played, dude. That's all I fucking played. Or maybe it was like till 2018, 2019, basically when Elden Ring came out. Then
Yeah.
Elden Ring was hype, but like, dude, Dark Souls 3, fucking OD, dude. Multiplayer, so you can play with your friends. Yeah, I always made the joke that it's like an adult version of Adventure Time is what it felt like. It felt like you don't have a map, okay? So you're just but it's not confusing. You just go straight. But if you explore, you start finding secret shit. You start finding different boss fights. What I take points off of Elden Ring is the repetition of enemies. In Dark Souls 3, there's no like the grunt enemies are the only things you keep bumping into, not boss fights. All the boss fights are unique and original, and you get different weapons for each time you beat them, you get a stronger version of that as well. And I guess that's my ultimate like gripe is like there is no reason for me to ever play Elden Ring again, ever. I beat the game and I played with my friends and I had a blast and now that's it. If I go back to Dark Souls and just beat it again, hypothetically the next time I play it I could get a stronger version of the current weapon that I'm playing. You see what I'm saying? So like it always gives you a +1. They didn't do that in Elden Ring. It was stupid. So yeah. Okay. And then on to number 2. It's gonna be Baldur's Gate 3.
I thought that was going to be number 1
No.
because I remember, what was it, a couple weeks ago or something now, you were like hardcore obsessed,
Still am,
just
Joe.
grinding it. Well,
Still
no,
am,
I
Joe.
believe that. But
Um, but the reason why I can't give it the number 1 spot in my opinion, even though arguably I put more time and I will put more time into Baldur's Gate 3 than BioShock by far, probably like 100%. BioShock's story for all ages, in my opinion, is unique and people could probably like enjoy it, you know, ever so slight. It's like a dystopian underwater like uh like dark future, and so people could get into that. It takes a certain kind of person to get into the dragons and the magic and shit like that, you know. But that's who
yeah,
I am, so that you can tell by my lists, like I fuck with that shit, right? So, um, yeah, dude. But like, if your friends do play with it, what I would say is if you can play with a group in Baldur's Gate, then it is the best game of all time, in my opinion. Because like the adventures you can do, like the shit you can have your character fucking do, or like, yeah, it's crazy. The way that you can play the game is any way, literally, Joe. Any way that the game mechanics permit. And what I mean by that is like I was watching videos. I did my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate, and then I didn't look up anything. That's how I do it. I don't first run unless I get frustrated. Then I'll look it up. But like, I don't look up anything first run. Then second run, I get all the secrets. That's what I try to do, and it just makes me enjoy the game a little bit more. Dude, I played the first run for 150 hours without without looking up shit. Okay, proceeded to go back in, and I'm on my second playthrough. But then before even that, I was playing with my friend. Okay, we got up probably 60, 70 hours in that playthrough. Then he stopped playing. I went and did my own playthrough again, and I'm probably back up to like 60, 70 hours in my own playthrough, Joe. It's fucking nuts.
Gosh, dude.
I love that game. And the thing is, you can steal from anybody. Like my first playthrough, I was a halfling, and then he's a little short person, and then he can sneak, and he's really like he can go crawl into holes that other people can't fit into and stuff like that. And I would just have him steal everything. And so I had at the end of the game, I had so much gold because I just stole everything. But now I come over here to my new game, and my new game, I'm like this tall dude, and he's a monk, but he's an evil monk. He's like, think of like an evil avatar, basically, is what in my other.
Yeah.
And so I got an evil avatar, but now I have to pay for shit because being evil makes it so I can't barter. And I made the other guy like really good at talking and charismatic. This guy is like stoic. He can't talk to people. He can only beat people up and kill people, basically. And he's supposed to be like a peaceful monk, but he's not. And like he can transform into the Hulk and shit like that. It's nuts. But you should play that game if it goes on sale, Joe, and we'll have a ball. That's all I'll say. And then that leads me, Joe. Last but not least, Joe. For 20 years, this has been my favorite game of all time. Do you have any questions on why that is, Joe?
Not that I can think of, really. I mean, I feel like you've done a pretty good job at explaining each one.
Do you even know why? I haven't even talked about Bioshock. Do you even know what Bioshock is?
Wait, I thought that was the one you were saying with the underwater and the stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's not why I like it.
I thought, yeah, and you said that anyone, like any age, like there's just so much variety.
Well, that's why it's number one, but that's not why I like it.
Oh, I don't. Then I don't know.
Because the story in this game, Joe, is the best story, borderline book plot twist that I have ever experienced ever. Okay, so much so that the third Bioshock is the only thing to one up it, in my opinion. Like one up it. The original one was so like, what the fuck? And then years go by, and I play the third one, and I go, what the fuck? To this day, Joe. Oh yeah, to this day, Joe. Okay, that's how good it is. And I'm not even gonna spoil anything. Come this time next year, if we're doing another list update, we'll talk. Actually, you know what? Fuck you, Joe. We're talking about the Bioshock story right now.
Give me one moment. I want to ask you one thing.
Okay.
If you say the only thing to top Bioshock 1 was Bioshock 3, why is Bioshock 3 not number 1 then?
Because, I could sit down, and I do prefer scary games. Bioshock 1 is low-key terrifying. It's low-key horrifying game, which is another reason why I have Silent Hill up so high, because by the time I beat Silent Hill, I know it's like one of the greatest games, scary games. Bioshock isn't a scary game by nature, because like halfway through the game you're running and gunning and it's like not scary. You just like the setting initially, you're like, I'm underwater and it's creepy in here. That introductory of the character development of who they go. I don't really know how to describe it without spoiling. So like just know like the people who made this game, everything is for a reason. They have lore in it. The mechanics are dated. I won't lie. It's not like it's they did do the one that I have on here is the trilogy. So like it has 1, 2, and 3, which I'm like I own that physically. But like 1, 2, and 3, like that's one of the greatest collections in my opinion. They're making a game right now called Judas, and I'm very excited. It's like a 2025, 2026 projected date. I'm very excited.
The
But
same company.
yeah, the people made Bioshock. Basically, Joe,
Yeah.
you God, where do I even start? Your plane crashes, you go into an ocean, you survive the plane crash. There's a lighthouse. You go in the lighthouse, it takes you underwater to Rapture, which is the underground city or the underwater city. You come to find out that this place has gone to fucking shit. Okay, it's literally like a fucking dystopian, crazy. Basically, there's crackheads running around everywhere. Super powered crackheads. It's fucking nuts. Because when this place was in its peak, everybody basically took these things called plasmids that were like drugs, but they gave you superpowers, okay? But it changes your physical DNA when you take them, and it like makes
Okay.
you deranged, and then you become addicted to it as well. So like everybody was taking only the rich could afford it, but then people started making off-brand plasmids, and it literally turned into like drugs, right? So it's like a metaphor for society, etc., like that. Um,
Yeah.
but the reason that you find out the reason that this guy even made that city is because uh, he was like anti-capitalism. He was just like he wanted everybody to make their own money. It was like reverse communism is how you could basically. He's like if you're a moot but then you're like reverse communism isn't that a good thing? He's like if he found out that you were in a club and everybody was profiting off of one thing, he would like kill you. Basically, it's illegal, right? Like that kind of stuff. There's no organized. Nothing can be like you have to just do it yourself if you
There's
want to.
no order.
Well, there's order in everybody is their own working
Yeah.
right. So it's like, but obviously then right that isn't everybody's like that doesn't make any sense. Whole thing falls apart, Joe. You get in there, all this shit's tore up. There's these like little sisters and big daddies, which is like still my favorite like yin yang enemy type. Um, and come to the end, Joe, you find out that um, you were a test tube baby
Oh.
that uh, was being brainwashed the entire time. There's this guy that's helping you, and you're like literally the first one of the first things you see right before the plane crash. It's the phrase "Would you kindly."
Would you kindly?
So you keep hearing this throughout the entire game. The game goes on for like I don't know. It's probably like a 30, 40, maybe 30-hour game or 30, 40 hours, etc.
Would you kindly?
They keep asking, "Would you kindly go do this?
Kindly?
Would you kindly go do that?"
Kindly?
It's a fucking like what's like the Russian
Fuck.
sleeper? It's like a sleeper phrase that you literally you think you have choice this whole game that you're like going to do these side quests. You literally are being brainwashed. Okay, so much so that the one guy is like, if you don't think that you're a slave, would you kindly beat me over the head with this fucking golf club? And you're like, I'm not doing that, and you have no choice but to kill this guy. And then you realize that you literally are like you have no control over yourself, and it's like this philosophical like it blew my fucking mind, Joe. Like I'm bro,
Fuck.
it blew my fucking mind, Joe. I was like, hold on a second. I said, so you're telling me I thought that I was like independent. And then this leads to real life. What is independence like, right? Like who's
The
controlling,
fuck.
bro? It makes you think. And bro, by the end of this game, I'm like, that's the best game I fucking and really, and I can define it to one moment. In the beginning of the game, one of the first levels, you get a plasmid and it's electricity. And then I'll wrap this up, Joe. My fault. I'm rambling. You get electricity is like one of your powers. And I remember I'm sitting and I had this like little mesh bean chair, and I'm sitting up in my and it's in the center of this like boob tube basically. It's like it was a Sony boob tube with a VCR built into it, and I'm looking at this screen and I remember I'm like, I wonder if I could shock the water and it electrocutes the enemy, and it did it, Joe. And again, that's why I was like, I said this is the greatest game I've ever played in my fucking life. I said, and that's why Boulders is number 2 because it like it lets you do whatever the fuck you want to do, bro. And it blew my mind. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bean's Ultimate Game List Vault version 2. And personally, I could ramble, I could go on for to 35, but I like this list, man. I think this is a solid ass list. Looking at my previous iterations, there's some fat in there for sure. I think we trimmed out the fat. I don't know if multiverses will be here next year. I'll be honest. That's just an honorable mention. Joe, do you have a mulligan?
I do not. I like my list.
Let's pull up Joe's list one more time. This is Joe's list right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a list.
This is Joe's list, and then this is the final list right here. These are the lists, Joe. Now let's look at your, and we're gonna go. Hold on, where can we see my? Where's my? I gotta put in the spot. Hey, is we fucking in the show numbers? Yeah, and then why isn't it show display titles? Oh, there we go. Hey, is we fucking in the? You call yourself a Dragon Ball Z fan, Joe?
I do.
Because you look like a Call of Duty kid to me.
To be honest,
Look at my list. What's on here twice?
Kid.
What's on here twice? And what's on yours twice? That's what makes me physically sick. It makes me. I gotta drink this beer. Hold on a second. Look at the shakes. Look at the shakes.
Okay.
It's making me shake.
I mean, this guy.
How do you plead? In Mario Kart Wii?
That's an honorable mention. This guy. Use my own list against me. Despicable.
And I know if I put this up, people are going to. Joe, did you see my original list? You put Super Smash Brothers Ultimate up there. He put Brawl. Dude, people are going to lose their mind. You just broke the internet with that response.
Good.
Who is
Content.
Who is your favorite character?
I told you I used to play Samus.
Oh yeah, Samus. That's right. Joe, my list, your list can't even compete with my list. That's where we have a crossroads, because if you're trying to put Fortnite up above anything in my top 10, if you're trying to put Fortnite up there, it's literally a criminal offense. Like, you would probably be
you'd probably put Fortnite above
hold on a
any
second.
of your games.
The only thing you could probably argue, okay? The only thing you could probably argue is Street 2 or Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? That's the only thing. And my pushback on that is, if they remastered Street 2 with modern online, you're fucked. And then my other counter with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is talk to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, and they'd also say no fucking way. So,
I mean, fair enough. But this is my list. This is what I played.
It's true. That's very true. It is your list, and I'm proud. I'm proud you made your list. I'm proud you committed. All right, that's gonna be our top 10 games of all time. I updated mine. You can see mine. You can see Joe's. Joe, shout out your social links, and then you can send them to me, and I'll put them in the bio.
Yeah, for sure. Hit me up on Instagram, JC2_10, across pretty much all platforms except TikTok.
It's a 3-second plug. Joe.
I'll
I'll put the link down below. My link's in the box below. And yeah, as always, guys, if you like the content, share it, like it, follow, support, etc. We'll see you on the next podcast. All right, y'all? Bye-bye.
Bye.